Hello, it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Craft. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in the UK and working across Europe. It's global paper pumpkin time! So this is the paper pumpkin that was live in North America in June. But occasionally, those of us who aren't in North America get excited about paper pumpkin as well. So let's open it up. I haven't opened it yet. I've been trying very hard to not see what people in North America have been doing with it. So this is going to be first impressions. Now, outside of North America, you do need a block, even if this is your first paper pumpkin. In North America, I believe if it's your first one and you subscribe, you get a block. Not exactly like this, but the same idea. So, and it goes with the expressions in ink. Oh, so excited! It coordinates perfectly. Excellent. So, 2 stamping spots, one in Bumblebee and one in Evening Evergreen. I will replace those with one in Evening Evergreen and one in Bumblebee. Stamp set, so you've got lovely sort of background splodge. You've got a floral, which I think you probably can see will go nicely over that. You are amazing. Thanks for everything. Sending hugs, many congratulations, and then some other little bits. But this is the exciting bit. Let's open up the tissue paper and see what we've got. So let me get rid of all of that. I will put the flyer back in and let's have a look at what we get. So, stamp set. Let me open this up and see. We've got instructions on the back here, I think. So you can get this at the moment in my online store. There will be a link in the description bar and also over on my website. So you can hop over there and get your paper pumpkin. And it does come in, I believe, French and German. I'm not sure about Dutch. So we've got some sequins, some iridescent sequins, some dimensionals, some glue dots, and this looks like Evening Evergreen twine. Let's have a look at our instructions. So we should have enough for 9 cards and envelopes, and we've got die cuts, we've got what looks like vellum, all sorts. So let's have a look. Envelopes, 2 sizes of envelope, and these are just white envelopes. So 2 sizes of those, of course we can pretty them up. Some card layers in, I'm going to say soft succulent. So the colours, oh maybe not. The colours according to the instructions are Bumblebee, Evening Evergreen, Fresh Freesia and Polished Pink. So this must be a pale version of Evening Evergreen, which I guess it is. Some little labels, some vellum layers, printed vellum. Gorgeous! Isn't that lovely? So 3 of those. Some printed card blanks with this lovely background, alcohol ink-esque background in, this is obviously Fresh Freesia, and I would say Polished Pink and more Fresh Freesia. Some enormous die cuts. I mean, these are huge. So I would imagine they're going to go behind some elements, and you get 1, 2, 3 sheets of those. Evening Evergreen, Polished Pink and Fresh Freesia. Evening Evergreen card blanks, 3 of those. Labels with Evening Evergreen around the outside, and some Bumblebee card blanks. And, so it's multilingual. So we've got merci, thanks, and danke. And this is vellum, printed vellum, and we've got, 3 layers of that. So you can do 1 in each language if you want. So really lovely. Okay, so, and then a piece of card, which is quite useful if you want to practice stamping. So let me have a look at the project. I've not seen these. I'm going to make up one of each of the projects as they are. And then we will take it from there. Right, so let's start with project number 1. So we've got number 1, number 2, number 3, and then we've got the bits that we need for each of them. So I'm going to do number 1 first. So I need a fresh freesia card. I need one of the vellum pieces. You do need to be a little respectful of vellum. So I need one of those. I need some sequins. I need the You Are Amazing stamp. And the D block is always the one that is recommended for paper pumpkins. So let's pop that on my D block. It will probably fit nicely on a C block as well. And as ever, I'm just going to rub that just to make sure we've got any of the residual spray and things sorted out. We need twine, we need dimensionals, bumblebee, which I have, one of these labels, and that I think is everything. Yes. So I don't know why I was moving that to the side because I still need it. Right, so we're going to stamp the You Are Amazing on here in Bumblebee, but of course it's me. So the first thing we're going to do is take away any pips that we don't want, which for me is all of them. And again, these will have had pips, so I tend to just rub my finger around to see where they are. One there. And just check that the vellum is, yeah, the vellum's all right. Okay, so the vellum appears to go that way. So we're going to stamp You Are Amazing on our label. This will need to be stuck to the card, but I'm going to wait until I have got a little bit further so I can see what I'm doing. So that's nicely inked. Ooh, it's at the top corner there, not so well. You are amazing. There we go, so You Are Amazing. Nicely stamped in Bumblebee. Get rid of that. So this goes that way. Now, I'm going to have an issue with this because it's me. I don't like wrapping twine round the card base. And that's what we're being asked to do. We're being asked to wrap twine right the way around the card base, which I'm not going to do. So I'm just going to tie a bow and have it to the side of You Are Amazing, because otherwise I just, yeah, not happening. Not happening. Now we need a few of these mini glue dots. So I'm going to pull the backing off. And the key to this is to put the glue dot where the printing is. I do want to just make sure that I have got this the right way. This is the front. It doesn't matter, but technically this is the front. So I've got a nice space there that can take a glue dot, or would if I hadn't taken it off with the backing. So that's got a glue dot. Let's just get rid of, come on. Ah, there we go, that's got rid of that. So let's grab another glue dot. They obviously want to come off with the backings, which is fine. Let's find another, let's bring in, oh, I've got it here, haven't I? Let's bring that in. That's going to be easier for me to see rather than white on white. So I can have another one there. Let's, I'm thinking those are glue dots and they're not. These are the glue dots. I'm filming this quite early in the morning and I have to say, didn't sleep terribly well last night. Unless you think sleeping from 10:30 until 2 o'clock is a good night's sleep. Yeah, not so much. So where else can I put one? I just want one more up here somewhere. That's probably good place. So we'll take our backings off our glue dots. Oop, nearly. Come along. Thank you. Pick it up with a glue dot. So this I'm just going to position that way round, about there. This I'm going to stick on with dimensionals. Now I've already got a dimensional pack open, so I might as well use those rather than anything else. And it's saying just use 2 dimensionals, so I will use just 2 dimensionals. Even though it's going to be, sorry, 3-dimensional. Pardon the pun. So that's going to go there. You are amazing. And then, because I don't like the whole wrapping it round, I'm just going to tie, I might actually tie a double bow. So have 2 lengths. And then, ooh, assuming my fingers would like to work, we will have a 2-length bow, just so that it's a bit bolder. Get those the same length. There we go. And just take my snips. Cut those, cut there, get rid of the bit that we don't need, which is that bit. Find another glue dot, pop it on my bow, take the backing off and tuck it just under there. So there is our first card, or my interpretation of the first card. Now if you want to do the whole wrapping it round, you want 26 inches or 66 centimetres. But as I say, I'm not a great fan of wrapping round so that when you open up, you've got twine. Oh, I missed out the sequins. Can't miss out the sequins. So we've got 1 down here, 2 up here and 2 over here. Okay, so 1 just down here. 2 over here and 2 over here, and they're lovely iridescent sequins. That's even better. So that's that one. Right, so that's the first one. For number 2, we need the layers. Let's get rid of some of our glue dot remnants. So a layer, one of the evening evergreen backgrounds, the stamp, a thank you. So let's take that from the sheet we've already opened, or it's a thanks rather than a thank you. And that's basically, oh, one of the little baby labels, which I seem to have buried. Where have you gone? Where are my little labels? Okay, oh, there they are. They're so small I can't see them, so I need one of those. Okay, and for this one I want, okay, the 2 floral stamps. So we'll get a larger block, or another larger block. The outline floral and the small floral. So there's the outline floral and the small floral, and I need both evening evergreen and bumblebee. So let's just get that prepped and get that prepped, and we can go to number 2. So I need to stamp in Evening Evergreen all over the background, or the this. Need to just check we haven't got any stray pips, which we haven't. Hurrah! Ooh. Move those out of my way. Open my Evening Evergreen. Now, they aren't going off the edge. I will be going off the edge because, for me, that makes it look more intentional. This is a filthy piece of grid paper that I'm now using as a background, you know, protecting one piece of grid paper with another. So I'm going to deliberately go off because, as I say, I think it just looks more intentional. And it would appear that we are stamping them everywhere. So that's fine. Yep. Do a bit of a twist on that one. And maybe have a little bit peeking off there and a little bit peeking there, and then I can bring in my smaller one and fill in some of the space. Like that. Let's get those out of the way so I don't lean on them and get Evening Evergreen everywhere. So that's that. Then I need to stick this onto my card base. Now, they say do use the glue dots. I'm going to use just liquid glue. But there are glue dots to do it, and you would just put one in each corner. So I'm just going to add this with a little bit of liquid glue. So this is the multi-purpose liquid glue that we stock. Pop that on there. Then we need our thanks, which is here. Now this obviously is going to be easier to see which is the right and wrong side. Don't need that anymore because it's going to be the right or wrong way round. And that needs glue dots. So, and again, let's bring in that so I can see where I'm going. There. Yep, that should be enough. So that's going to go over the card, or the layer. So this goes just there, and then with our little label, which I am going to depip, I need my bumblebee and I need another stamp. Which one is it? Thanks for everything is what I need. And of course you'll have the stamp set left to make more cards with, and because you've got a floral, that is going to be amazing. And again, just rub that. Whoops. Take it off again because I moved my stamp. And then ink this up, and I always reckon it's good if you pick up your little tag because it means you've got it well inked. And that goes on with a couple of dimensionals, and I think I'm going to use mini dimensionals because I've got them. If you find that the dimensionals in your kit are too small, just cut them in half. I mean, I would say too big, I meant. I would think they probably are going to be too big, but just cut them in half That is fine. And this goes over the bottom of the thanks. So just there. Of course, stamping it straight would be lovely, unlike what I've done. And then again, we've got 5 sequins to pop on. And they're in 3 little clusters, so you've got two pairs and then a single one, which they're putting there, but I'm going to bring over here just to make it more obviously a triangle. So that's our second card. Right, last card. I am guessing we're going to need the bumblebee base, because it's the one we haven't used yet, so 1 bumblebee base, and one of the sheets with all of these laser cuts on. Now, I'm not going, in my own mind, if I'm doing this on my own, not filming, I would take all of these little pips off. I'm not going to make you sit through me taking all these little pips off, because that really will be like watching paint dry. But there are little pips. Just be very gentle with it, because these are very, very fine. So you don't want to pull and tear your die cuts or your laser cuts. So that's 1. Ooh, you don't want to do that either, which is fold your leaves back, but it'll be fine. 2. And of course what you could do is use the waste, this piece, as masks for blending, ink blending. They are quite delicate, but you could. If there are any particularly delicate areas, pop some multi-purpose liquid glue on them, let it dry, and that will then become repositionable, because it will stay slightly tacky. Right, so the bigger bits I'm going to remove, but this, to say, you can cut these out and then use them as masks. So I also need one of the vellum sheets and 12 inches of twine, otherwise known as a foot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, it's off the camera, but I've got on my grid paper, I've got inches marked, so I need that sort of length of twine. I need congratulations. Obviously you can use whatever you want, and one of the longer labels. Let's see if that will fit on a C block, just about. And again, I'll just make sure that's had any residual taken off. I think I might reposition that just a wee bit. Yep. So if you've only got a C block, it looks like, actually no, the floral won't. No, the floral will fit, or all of them will fit on a C block if you've only got a C block. Right, so this I need to attach to my background. And the suggestion is that you put some glue dots in the middle. So that's what I will do, because we're then going to cover it up. The middle, I mean. So just pop some glue dots here. How are we doing time-wise? I've only got 5 minutes left before my camera goes to sleep. It'll be fine. It will be fine. We're nearly there. So that's that. Then we layer these up in any order by the look of it. And these we're just sticking on with a glue dot as well. I think I'm going to bring in my big roll of glue dots because I think that's going to be quicker. And basically what we're doing is building layers of die cuts. Oh, that's got a stray bit in it. So this we want going kind of like that. Then I think we'll put on this one. They say just put a glue dot in the middle. Okay. And that goes kind of like that. And then this one goes kind of like that. So like that. Then we want this going across. So I'll pop a glue dot in the middle there, and then this goes zigzagging across like that. And then the label, oops, Take Your Pick wants to be the star of the show today. 3 minutes, eek! Just as well I didn't de-pip my laser cuts. Then not convinced that's straight, but oh no, it's all right. Then get rid of that. Dimensionals. 1, 2 dimensionals, and then all we need to do is pop some sequins on. So that's going to cover up the kind of messy bit in the middle. Then we just need to pop our sequins on and we're done. So again, I'm thinking we're going to have a couple over here. Oops. A couple over here. So really lovely projects, quick and easy to put together. So I hope you will consider buying one of these lovely paper pumpkins. If you use the host code and you buy it in September, you will get the card kit. And if you place a qualifying order for Celebration, you'll get a free Celebration item. And if you place a qualifying order, you also get the from me a reel of the white organdy glitter ribbon, which you can colour with your blends. So these are the cards we've made. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. So thank you very much indeed for joining me. Do remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you don't already. I will be sorting that out so that it's straight, because it currently isn't, but that will be straight by the time you see a photograph of it. So thank you very much indeed. Have a fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.